As a part of the Instrumental Wonders event in Pokemon Go, we're going to get Gigantamax Cinderace for everybody, not just the people that are going to be in GoFest. So in this video, we're going to give you the top tips, tricks, strategies to make sure you guys know how to take this Pokemon down, optimize, and the 100% IV. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. So for this event, we are going to have a tip video that's going to go along with this event tomorrow, coming out on Saturday, but I'm going to cover some of the things that are going on during this event. Also, just want to remind you guys, if you are in GoFest for New Jersey, number one, 2:30 to 4:30 at the Bethesda Fountain Pavilion is where we're going to meet, and we're going to be doing a raid train. It's going to be super fun. Can't wait to see all you guys out there. Gonna be a blast. If you guys do need more raid battles, you can check out the Patreon and jump into one of those rooms. But let's get into this, because remember guys, you can remote into these Gigantamax raids, so there's no reason for you guys to miss out. And if you're in GoFest New Jersey and you're doing Cinderace raids, number one, you get tons of Stardust and XP. Number two, you can get backgrounds on these Pokemon, which is going to be rare because these are the only times that you're going to be able to get a background on the Cinderace. And as far as the Gigantamax Cinderace, it's going to be coming out at 6 a.m. on Saturday and going all the way until stop closes at 9 p.m. on Sunday. So you guys are actually going to have 2 full days, not just a 3-hour window of be able to do these Gigantamax. Don't forget guys that these things give out a ton of XP and a ton of Stardust. So get out there with a crew, maybe participate in a campfire meetup and go and do that. Here in New York City, we're going to be doing Zacian, Zamazenta, and Cinderace throughout all of my raid trains. And during this time, there's going to be bonuses going on. So you're going to get an additional 5,000 XP awarded for successful raids. You're going to be able to collect 1,600 max particles. With that collection, that means you guys are going to be able to collect and participate in 2 max battles for these Gigantamax top battles every single day. So for a grand total of 4 for this event, it kind of is a little bit maybe not so clear about what's going on, that whether or not you can participate throughout the entire event or it's just going on this weekend. And in additional bonuses, you're getting 8 times the amount of collected particles every single time you collect. The cool thing about that is you only have to go to 1 power spot to be able to collect everything you need to participate in one of these battles. You're not going to have to go around and collect hundreds. And during this event, which is not super important for this, but I'm just going to mention it, you have an increased chance of getting shiny Ferroseed as well as Phalanx. And then if you have the ticket, you're going to get 2 times raid Stardust. Also a bit unclear if that means you can get it for Gigantamax, because if you do get it for Gigantamax, that's massive. That means you're going to be getting 50,000 with a star piece on. You're getting 75,000 Stardust per raid. I don't really think that's actually what's going to be happening. That's probably just for the battles. Remember, you can remote into all these Zacians and Zamazentas. There is no energy coming from them, but you can get a head start if you do need 100%. So Cinderace is going to be a fire type even when it's in a Gigantamax form. It's going to be basically riding what it looks like on top of a fireball. This Pokemon, being all fire type, is going to be weak to water, ground, and rock. The max CP of this Pokemon is not super high. It's going to be 3,412, and the 100% IV is going to be 1,724. Remember, for the Gigantamax, they are not affected by weather conditions when catching these Pokemon, which is a little bit disappointing, but hey, it's okay. As far as its moves goes, for its fast moves, it's going to get Tackle and Fire Spin, and for its charge moves, it's going to get Flamethrower, Flame Charge, and Focus Blast. So there's nothing in here that's going to make this Pokemon hard to fight against from a moveset perspective, like some of the other Gigantamax that we have fought. So now let's switch over to the counters and make sure you guys know exactly what's going on. So the recommended counters from Pokemon Go Hub is going to be Kingler. We're looking at Gengar, and we are looking at Charizard. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys to do from my perspective. Number one, I want you guys to have a Gigantamax Kingler in there. If you guys don't have one powered up, my recommendation would be to lucky trade for one and power it up to level 35 or 40. By doing so, you guys are going to be able to participate in these raids, you're going to be able to do a lot of damage, and you're not going to waste a ton of resources when you have a lucky Pokemon. Regardless of the IVs, I wouldn't be super pressed about those IVs. It's going to help you participate, and then if you want to hunt IVs, you can do so, and then power it up to level 50 once you get those IVs, ideal IV ratio that you guys want. But the first one that you want to go in with is going to be a Bite or Water Gun on the Blastoise. I would say Water Gun, but what the most important thing is that it has a 0.5 second charge move, which is going to be what we call a Defender slash a Charger. That's going to help you guys charge up the max meter faster, so you can get into the Gigantamax slash Dynamax max form and will not take damage and will help you take that Pokemon down faster. Also, when you are at GoFest, it looks like they expand the Gigantamax battles to be in battles of 100 in the city play, and in the park, it looks like it can go all the way up until 500. And the Kingler, they recommend any fast move. I believe that the fast move that it gets is Bubble. Ideally, you're not playing with the Kingler. So you can have 2 Blastoises in there, or a Blastoise and a Charizard. The Blastoise and the Charizard are gonna sit as the defenders. You're gonna be able to take damage. Charizard being flying type is gonna resist all of the moves that it's gonna throw at you, including the fighting move, so that's a plus. The Blastoise is not gonna take additional damage from that fighting move. It's gonna be a neutral standpoint when you're fighting it. So those 2 Pokemon, and then you have a attacker at the end that you're gonna guard. Every time that you're gonna go into the max form, you're gonna switch over into your Kingler, and then when you come out of that max form, you switch back into the Blastoise or the Charizard. And the reason why they're recommending the Gengar is if it does have the Focus Blast, the Gengar is gonna be resisting that move. But so does the Charizard, resisting fighting as well, and it's gonna take reduced damage from all of the fire type moves. That's why for me, my preferential is to have Charizard in it over a Gengar, especially since it's gonna have not just one attack as its max power attack, it's gonna have multiple attacks going on. So being able to counter against all of those is effective. So the recommended attackers are gonna be Gigantamax Kingler with any fast move, and the G-Max, which won't change. We have the Inteleon that's G-Max with the Max Geyser. The one thing about the Inteleon is that it is not out yet. It's gonna be coming out in Paris. So that's one thing that we are going to have in the future that's going to help us out. But as of right now, it is not in effect, so we can't really consider that one a counter. Then we're going to get the Mud Slap and Mud Shot and Max Quake on the Excadrill. The one thing about the Excadrill is you could use it as an attacker, but you cannot use it as a defender. So for me, if you're going with the 4-star battles, having multiple attackers, that's a good strategy for the Dynamax raids. But for the Gigantamax, having 2 that are going to be the defenders / chargers is more effective for this. Then we have the Rapid Strike Urshifu with Waterfall and Max Geyser. We have the Bubble and the Max Geyser on the Dynamax Kingler. And then we're going to have the Any Fast Move and G-Max Cannonade on the Gigantamax Blastoise. And there you have it. Then as far as the defenders, we already talked about this, but the whole list is Blastoise with Bite or Water Gun, Charizard with Dragon Breath, Zapdos with Thunder Shock, Raikou with Thunder Shock, and Gengar with Sucker Punch / Shadow Claw or Lick. And the last thing is going to be the best healers, the Blissey, the Snorlax, the Lapras, the Greedent, and the Entei. And the reason why I'm not super big on these healers is because yes, they are tanky, but if you can line up a charger / defender and then also just put a level 3 heal on that Pokemon, it can multi-serve. And then you can have that charger in 2 spots, so you're constantly charging really fast with your team, and then you can go in like that. Just as a reminder, guys, if you do want to go after the Cinderace and you want to try to get more XL candy, using a Mega Level 3 Fire-type Pokemon would be very helpful. Those Mega Level 3 Fire types is going to be Houndoom, Blaziken, Charizard X, Charizard Y, and then of course my favorite, which is going to be Primal Groudon, because that covers all sunny weather conditions, which makes it 3, which is going to be grass, fire, as well as ground. So this is how you take down the Gigantamax Cinderace in Pokemon Go, get a ton of items. Remember to get into a party, use your party share with 4 trainers. You guys can use all of your items, and then you get 2 for the price of 1 if you have 4 trainers in there. So it's always worth going in with parties. So that's how you get it down. Remember, my recommended party is going to be Kingler as the attacker in the Gigantamax form. Number 2, you can use Blastoise, or number 3, you can use Charizard. I gave you the recommended movesets. You guys know exactly what to do, and enjoy yourself, because Cinderace looks to be a bit more strong than Charizard. But I'm going to give you guys an entire breakdown of the top Gigantamax attackers next week after I get home, after the New Jersey, New York event. But I'm going to see you guys out here. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to see you guys out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.